Yes, indeed, there were 15 Rwandans that were deported this night at 2 a.m. by the Ugandan government. But among those 15, there are two who are not actually Rwandans illegally detained in Uganda, who are suspected terrorists from Urunana organization who who participated in the terrorist attack of the night of 3rd and 4th October 2019. You remember that there were 14 people were killed and maybe 19 other who were wounded. So those were released in that context. But all of those we requested from Rudurunana were not released because the most important of them, the head of the special forces, named Captain Chimiye, aka Governor, was not released. And we need to remember that the Kigali meeting, the meeting of the ad hoc commission on the implementation of the Rwanda agreement between Rwanda and Uganda that was held in Kigali on 14th of February, we had requested Uganda. We had actually agreed with Uganda that there were three things that they will have to do. First, there is an organization called Self-Worth Initiative linked to the RNC that needs to be dismantled and its leaders held accountable. Second, there's a passport that was given to Charlotte Mukangusi, the commissioner of RNC in charge of diplomacy, a passport that needs to be withdrawn because it's a Ugandan passport, and also to check her travels to Uganda. And then third, the arrests of Rud Urunana operatives who organized and led the attack of Kennedy. So among the three things, so far they have implemented a part of the third commitment, and there are still Shimia who needs to be arrested and others who other commitment that need to be fulfilled. So for now, it's a good step in the right direction, but of course we are waiting for other action from Uganda because the commitment I just mentioned were given a deadline, which is tomorrow on 20th of February. So if they fulfill those commitments by tomorrow, so we recommended to heads of state to normalize the relations between Rwanda and Uganda, including the mobility of people. So we are not yet there because there are still many things to do. On our part, Rwanda has released 17 Ugandan nationals that were in our prisons. We dropped charges, and then there were 3 others who completed their sentence and who were deported to Uganda. And we are committed as a country to implement in good faith this Rwanda MOU, and we hope that our counterparts in Uganda will do the same. No, the summit of the quadripartite summit in Gatuna is not a meeting of the quote-unquote reopening of the border. First of all, we say that the border was not closed. If it was closed, it was by Uganda, because it's Uganda that arrested, harassed, tortured Rwandan citizens in Uganda. When you harass business people or ordinary citizens who go visiting their relatives or their friends, you actually close the border. But this meeting, this summit, will be convened to review the implementation of the Rwanda MOU and the Rwanda communique of 2nd February 2020, meaning the issues that we put on the table. First, the support to armed groups, terrorist groups that are destabilizing Rwanda. This is what we have put on the table. And second, it's those Rwandans who are illegally detained, harassed, and tortured in Uganda. Heads of state will assess if there is enough progress that can justify that the flow of people, the free movement of people between Rwanda and Uganda can resume. So, but those who are talking about reopening of the border are talking too fast, because it's not the purpose of that summit, because the normalization, the full normalization of the Rwanda-Uganda relations is not is the end of a process. If at the end of that process we have noticed that there is enough progress on the issues that we raise, then everything will be in order. But we need first to check that Uganda fulfills its commitment by tomorrow.